Seriously, you guys, I think my movie theater has the best popcorn buckets. Oh. Hey, what is going on? Draw It To crew. Ramny here with a brand new tutorial video for you guys. And in this episode, we are going to be drawing Han Solo because what is Chewie without Han, right? So there you go. Before we begin, you guys, if you're brand new to this channel, welcome. Here in this channel, I help you develop your drawing skills by showing you how to draw your favorite characters from movies, TV shows, video games, comic books, and the like. So if you guys like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you are notified anytime I upload a brand new tutorial video. I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited to see Solo. As I'm recording this, I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go see it this week. And I think what I'm most excited about is seeing how Chewie and Han meet, because that is one of the most iconic bromances from like movie history, I think. And I would love to see how those guys come together and become like this super awesome duo that we all know and love. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to with this Han Solo movie that is coming up. Are you guys ready to draw? Here are the tools that you're going to need for this tutorial. You're going to need a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens with different size nibs for inking. Keep in mind 3 things as you guys are watching this video. Number 1, if at all you feel like this video is going way too fast for you guys, feel free to hit that pause button or that speed button at the bottom right of the screen so that you guys can pause this video or slow it down to your pace. Number 2, feel free to modify your drawings as you see fit. You can add more details to it, add fewer details to it. You can make it more cartoony, less cartoony, more realistic, completely up to you. It's your drawings. You can do whatever you want with it. And number 3, you guys, getting the likeness of Harrison Ford is difficult. And even I have difficulty with it. So if your drawings look nothing like Harrison Ford, or if they look a little different than my drawing, that's fine. That is completely fine, as long as you guys are proud of your drawings, right? So having said all of that, let's get right on with this Han Solo tutorial. All right, you guys, so let's get started with our Han Solo tutorial. I've got my paper in portrait mode, and we're going to be drawing Han. Not sure how long this video is going to go, but we're going to try to go mid-thigh. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to draw, of course, is the circle, and I always like to draw a circle for the head first. That sort of gives me an indication of, you know, the rest of the body. So there's that. And of course, like I said, if it looks nothing like Harrison Ford, that's fine, right? So got that, and then I got the sides of the face going down, and then bring it down. Here's the jaw, and then the chin right here. Okay, I'm going to draw a line going down like this. That's just so that we know where the center is. Okay, neck, not too thick, so I'm just going to draw 2 lines like this. Goes like that. Okay, and then right here I'm going to draw the shoulder this way. And this one is a little bit higher up, so this dips down lower than this one does. Okay, now the shoulder, don't make it too big, so you make it like the same width as the head, or maybe a little bit smaller, just about that big for each of them. You don't want to make it too wide, because Han Solo is not, he's not like a muscular guy, he's just a really lean, just a lean smuggler is what he is. Okay, so here we're going to draw a slightly squarish shape, maybe a little bit bigger than a square, a little bit rectangular, but it's essentially like that shape. That's the shape that we want for Han Solo. And it looks a little funny right now. I mean, his body's supposed to naturally get narrower as you go down, but he is wearing that vest, his classic vest, and that sort of comes out like this. So that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to draw the 2 lines going down, and that is pretty much his body. Okay, the bottom, however, I'm actually going to tilt this a little bit, not too much. A little too much, and he's going to look like he's dancing. A little bit slanted like this, and that's like the belt line. I'm going to draw 2 lines parallel. Okay, and you notice that these 2 smaller lines right here, that's where I have the belt, because this is his actual waistline, and then that's the what do you call it, the vest that he wears. Okay, this goes a little bit wider, goes a little bit wide, and then gets even wider. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit so that it's more centered. There. Now, keep in mind that these guys are not, they don't have the superhero proportions, so we tend to keep them more human looking. So the heads are bigger, the bodies are, you know, leaner, not muscular, not overly muscular like we do when we do the superhero tutorials. Okay, so the hand goes down and it kind of goes up to this waist here. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to draw the hand first. I'm going to start right here with the thumb. The thumb goes into the leg like this, okay? And then it curves, goes back out of the leg, and then down again, and then it curves like this. Okay, that goes down slightly. I'm going to draw the individual fingers a little bit later on, like this, and then out like this. Okay, so pay close attention to the size of the hand and the size of the face. You don't want the hand to be bigger than the face, so adjust accordingly. Okay, so that right there is the hand. Okay, and then here's the wrist, and then here's the sleeve. That's where it ends. It's a little bit too short for him. Okay, so now we're gonna figure out where the arm kind of goes. So it goes like this, and here's kind of the elbow part, and then goes down like this. Pretty natural curve. Like that. So yeah, like pay really close attention to the length of the arm. If you feel like the arm is too long, then make this shorter, bring this a little higher up. If you feel like it's too short, then make your body longer. If your hand is too big, then make it smaller, that kind of thing. So always be paying close attention to the proportions of the body. Okay, now the other hand is going to be holding his blaster, and his blaster is going to be right here, and I'm basically going to be drawing like a J, like this, backwards L, I guess. Okay, so that's the blaster. It's going to be about a little bit longer than the head. So here's the head size, here's the blaster. This goes at a wide angle like this. Okay, I'm going to draw the handle. It's going to be right here. I'm going to draw another parallelogram here, and then here's the barrel of the blaster right there. Okay, so there we go. That's where we're gonna have Han Solo's blaster. Now he's gonna have his hands covering the handle. So I'm just gonna draw this. It's like fingers draping over. That's 3 fingers draping over, just like that. Goes a little bit higher up. There you go. And then it goes down the side of the blaster, and then close it so that it's like a fist. We're gonna draw like a circle here so that it looks like he's holding on. And I'm gonna draw the thumb right around here. So I'm just gonna draw it like that for now. We'll fill in the details later on. So you've got the hand wrapped around the magazine, or the handle, and then here's the wrist. And now what you want to do is you want to connect these two, but you don't want to make it too low, otherwise it'll look like his arm is too low. You don't want it too high, otherwise it'll look like his arm is short. So you want to keep drawing this until you get the right size for the forearm. The forearm's small, remember, not superhero proportions. And then I'm just gonna continue adjusting it until I get the right length. Okay, there. That's good. While we're at it, you know what, you guys, let's figure out a spot right here. And he's got this like really low cut shirt that almost goes down the to the bottom of the chest. And imagine his chest kind of going from armpit to armpit. It's kind of right around there. Imagine a line going down the center like this, and then from here you go up this one goes up like this, and then it wraps around the neck like this. Okay, let me erase those chest lines. I'm going to erase that because now what we're going to do is we're going to draw where the vest goes, and it starts right here, goes down below the belt, and then back up. And then on the other side, from this point, goes down this way, just at the belt line, and then make your way back up like that. Okay. Now for the pants, he does have like a holster going on. So he's got a belt and then he's got a holster just below the belt. So let's draw the, it looks like he's wearing jeans, space jeans, goes down like this. And then the crotch is a little bit lower than that, goes up to here. Okay, and then that goes this way. You want to make sure that the thigh looks a little bit full. You don't want him to have too skinny legs. Okay, and then another one here. So there are the pants. We're going to draw right here 2 lines, and then diagonal, and then a shorter diagonal, and then same thing on the other side, this way and then this way. Okay. This is going to create like a belt. So a strap that goes to this side. And then this is going to be another strap going to the other side, like this. And then from here, he's got, there you go. That goes this way. And then from here, about halfway, it goes parallel, and then it starts to make its way down. And of course, this is going to be for the holster of his blaster. And right here, holster, very simple, just goes up and then down. And then here's a little strap or flap. It just looks like that. It's just a little flap that keeps the blaster in place. Okay, so there you go. That's the basics for Han Solo, you guys. Let's go ahead and zoom in and do the details. We're going to start with the head. Okay, there you go. And I'm going to reiterate again, you guys, that if it looks nothing like the Han Solo from this new movie or the Harrison Ford Han Solo, that's fine too. Because you know what? It's hard to do a likeness. It's even harder to do a likeness for me when it's, you know, you only have one shot at it. So that's the challenge. That's the challenge I always face. So I'm going to draw the eye line. We're going to draw the hair a little bit thick. Now he's got some 70s hair going on, so I'll show you guys how to do that in a minute. Okay. So Harrison Ford's nose goes pretty long, and it sort of goes down to there. So I'm going to draw the nose right here, and then the nostrils like this. The bridge of his nose, because he's got a big pointy nose, the bridge of his nose is actually pretty prominent. And I usually start off with the eyes. I have no idea why I started with the nose right now. I think I was just too eager to get started with Harrison Ford's nose. Okay, there you go. So, like I said, the bridge of the nose is pretty prominent. Okay, so drawing the brow. The brow goes up just like that on each side. Okay, and then the eyes are, don't make them too far. I'm making them too far apart. Just like that. They're just small, or they're just these bead shaped. They almost look like lemon shaped because they are pointier at each side. The top is rounder than the bottom. And then you want to make sure that you're doing the same thing on one side that you are doing on the other side. So you don't want to, you don't want to make his face look crooked. Although Harrison Ford does have a bit of a crooked nose. Again, that's not going to look like Harrison Ford, and I'm okay with that. And don't worry too much about it. Okay. lower lip, or the upper lip I mean, and then the lower lip I'm just going to draw as a straight line, a little bit curved, but I'm not going to complete it so it doesn't look too feminine. There you go. It does look a little bit bigger, a little bit too big for his the size of his face. And if you guys feel like it doesn't look, it looks a little bit disproportionate, like it's too big, then feel free to make the head bigger. Like if you feel like the face is too big for the head, then make your head bigger. But keep in mind, we're not done. It's going to look bigger because we haven't added the hair. It'll look bigger after. I forgot to mention, I drew this line here. So here's the cheeks, cheekbone, and then just the line going down to the chin like this. Okay. Now, I'm not sure, because I haven't seen the movie yet as I record this, I'm not sure if a Solo Star Wars movie is going to explain the scar that Han Solo has below his chin, but he does have it, and it goes like this, and a small little dot like that, like an exclamation mark on its side. That's kind of what it looks like. And then Harrison Ford does have some pretty deep like side wrinkles like this. Eyebrows, make those a little bit thicker. Not too thick. There you go. Now let's work on that 80s hair. Okay, let's figure out the ears first. The ears are gonna go here and here. They will be covered, so don't worry about it. Okay, now you want the hair, so the way that it frames his head, it starts right here. The part is going to be on this side. It goes like this, so it curves like that and like that. And it goes back out like this. It kind of goes out like that. Okay, same thing over here. It's kind of fuzzy, scruffy looking, if you know what I mean. Goes out like that as well. Now you want to make this a little bit thick because, you know, the 70s is all about the thick hair. 70s and 80s anyway. And even in the Solo Star Wars movie coming up, his hair does look a little bit thicker. Okay, looks weird right now, don't worry. That's that. Behind the ear, kind of like this, and then like that. Okay, and then here goes this way and like this. So that's Han Solo's 70s hairdo, even though this was set a long time ago in a galaxy far away. So it sort of goes from the part, it goes out, very curly, out to the side like this. Okay, and then it goes behind the ear, like this, behind the ear. And then from here, you want to give it that roundness, you want to give it some volume with your lines, and then follow the curl. There. That is as good as I can get with trying to get Harrison Ford's likeness, and I'm okay with that. All right, that was a little bit of a challenge. Now let's do the easy part. I feel like if you guys got the face down, the rest is not too bad. Okay, so let's start over here and let's give him some collars. The collars are slightly popped. So we have these two right here. Start at this point, goes like this, and then goes back up, and it goes up and behind the neck like this. Now on this side, start over here. You want to go out this way, and then bring it up to the side of the neck like that. Erase this little line, and then draw that line. So the neck looks, or the collars look uneven. This one's more laying down. This one's higher, or pointing up. Okay? I'm gonna erase that line now. And we're going to add some necklines. So from here, there you go. And then that's gonna be a line from here to here. Imagine there's gonna be a collarbone right around there. So there you go. And
a little bit of the chest showing there, don't make it a cleavage, but just a kind of a line showing the chest. Okay, let's keep going. With the shirt, I'm going to double up on these lines until they meet over here, and I'm going to continue going straight down just slightly, and then create this rectangular shape right here. So that's kind of just where the shirt ends, and then right here now I'm going to draw just loose fabric, and this is going to be a little bit tough. Basically just a series of lines that show, I curved at the end here, so it shows that it's fabric folding. It's kind of difficult to explain, but there you go, that's the shirt folding. Okay, now let's draw the vest, and let me clear off this area and this area before we start. I'm going to start off by drawing seams, one there, one here, and then pockets. After those seams, we're going to draw some pockets. So square, kind of right here, with a flap at the top, and then square like that. Sticks out a little bit, and that's fine. Okay, and I do the same thing on this side. Goes down like this. Make sure it's the same size. And make the flap a little bit bigger than the bottom. It's not quite the same size because of the angle. Like this is slightly angled. Okay, right here, I'm gonna draw two sets of lines. 1, 2, going across. Okay, I'm gonna double up this line as well, by the way. Okay, and then right here we're going to draw another one of these. So that opens up, or that sticks out. This sticks out slightly, and it looks like that. Okay, then just double up on these, add some details, like you can add fabric to it, just add the seams and all of that stuff. Feel free to do that if you want to. But I'm gonna keep it simple for you guys. Just gonna double up on the seams so that it's, it's stitching, right? And there as well. And then a line here, and a line over here. Okay, and we do the same thing on this side. Okay. 2 lines like this. And then now we draw pockets. Now the pocket sticks out like this, like he's got something in it. And then the flap kind of start right here, and then it looks like that, like the flap sticks out. There. There you go. So if you were to color this would be like dark gray. The shirt would be yellow. Speaking of shirt, now let's work on this side of the sleeve. We're just going to add some armpit wrinkles. Same thing over here, armpit wrinkles. Okay, let's go back over here now. On the, I don't know what it's called, but like the opposite side of the elbow, like here, where the fabric would be folding in, or would be compressed. We draw some wrinkles there. We don't really see any muscle definition on the arm. Fabric's a little loose. Okay, and right here I'm just going to double up on the line, and then that's it. Okay, and then on this side, let's draw where the wrist sleeve ends at the wrist. So from here, it just goes out, and then from here goes out, and then they meet together to make like this upside down pear shape. Okay, from this point of that pear, you go to the elbow. Double up on this line, And then right here, we're going to draw like that. So now this is going to be fabric that's folded. Okay, right here, fabric is stretched out, so not a lot of wrinkles. And then at the top, a little bit of definition between the shoulder and the bicep. But that's it. That's all it takes. Okay, we're good. So let's continue down his pants. Let's start with the belt. So I'm going to curve this so it's not such a straight line. Okay, and the belt, I'm going to draw a line right there, and then belt loop right here, and then 1, 2 bumps. That's kind of where the belt comes out. Like if you were to imagine this is the buckle, that's the buckle right there, and then a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, and we just keep going. These are belt holes and also a pattern on the belt, and you want to disperse them evenly. There you go. Okay, let's draw this part like his pants. Some wrinkles here in the pants, wrinkles here in the pants. And then he's got this seam that goes down the center of his pants. I'm going to start calling them trousers. I feel like I said pants a lot. There you go. So his trousers, they look like that. Now you want to make the belt, or you want to give it some 3D-ness over here. So give it some texture. Don't make it all straight. Same thing over here. Okay, from the center, from the crotch area, more wrinkles coming out of there. There. Okay, and then, you know what, like, the utility belt is going to have some pouches, so I'm going to draw a rectangular prism like we did with Chewbacca. Remember what I said with rectangular prisms? There you go. So there's that, and it's like squarish. Here's the flap at the top with a button. Okay, he's got, you know what, I don't quite know what he has in his utility belt. It looks like some breathing apparatus of some sort, but I'm just going to draw like this cylinder that goes like this. Erase that part. There you go. Circle there. And this looks to be some sort of either a weapon or something for breathing. Okay, there you go. Now over here, he's got to draw this as a cylinder. It looks like there's some sort of canister in it. And then more of these rectangular prism pouch thingies. 1. And then right here, it just comes out of the side like that. There you go. Okay, right here, 2 circles. Those are buttons. And then holster stays the way it is. Right here, I'm going to give it some wrinkles because those are where the pants would wrinkle up. And we're good. That's it. Okay, while we're down here, let's draw the hands. Now, right here, I'm going to draw a line going across like this, and then I'm going to start dividing the bottom into fingers. Of course, you see this one the most, then this one, third, that's the ring finger, and then the fourth is going to be right there. At this point, that's the knuckle. I'm going to make that a little bit sharper, that corner. Knuckles here. Feel free to draw the fingernails if you want to. And then the fingers, fingernail here. And then just wrinkles. There you go. So that's how the hand goes. Okay, so what's left, you guys, is the hand holding the blaster. Let me zoom in on it. Okay, so I'm going to erase the handle of the blaster like this until I'm left with just this spot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how the fingers go around the blaster like this. So I'm going to draw each individual finger. Only 3 because he's got his other finger on the trigger. There you go. Okay, and then of course his thumb is going to be right here. So let me adjust this to make a thumb like this curve, and then there's that. Like this is the fat part of the thumb and the palm there. Bring this down. There you go, some fingernails. Fingernail here, looks like that. There you go. And now we're going to draw the finger. Imagine the finger coming out this way, and then looking like this. Okay? It's going to be hidden, however, by the... So you see how I drew this, the bottom of that, the trigger, covering that finger. There's the thumb. And then I'm going to draw this kind of an oval around that finger. There. So his blaster, officially I believe the name of the blaster is a DL44, I believe it is. So it's a very specific blaster. Okay. So I kind of drew this part of it. It looks a little bit rectangular. Okay, and then of course, here's the handle part where you hold it. I honestly don't remember my gun parts, so forgive me if I'm mispronouncing or misidentifying them. Okay, so here's the barrel. Make the barrel go just to the right of that line, and then a little bit of a scope or something right here. It goes a little bit past it, and it goes like this. Okay, and then 2 lines like that. Okay, make sure that your blaster is straight. I'm going to cover this up with thicker cylinder, and then close it off there, and then narrow again, and then gets wide, so it comes out at the very end. And that's sort of what's distinct about Han Solo's blaster, is that. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots in a line like that. Okay, and right here, we're just going to draw another line going down like that. Okay, and then right here, here's the bottom. And then he's got a circle right here. There you go. That's pretty much it. Now, zooming out, we are pretty much done. Let me see if there's anything else, you guys. I think that's it. I think we're done. So anyway, that is it for Han Solo, you guys. I hope you guys were successful in your drawings. I know it's a little bit tough trying to get the likeness, and the hands are a little bit of a challenge, but for the most part, that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you next time.
And that is all the time that we have for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the very end of this video. I appreciate it very much. If you guys are proud of your Han Solo drawings, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community, post your artwork there, or go to Instagram and tag me in your posts about this drawing at DrawIt2. I would love to see them. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my drawings, I have a link a link down in the description below so that you guys can see exactly what tools I use. So feel free to check that out if you are interested. Of course, you guys, if you did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you liked this video, commented down in the comments below, nice comments please, or share this video with your friends in social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and on my website draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of this Han Solo drawing that we did in this video. Again, you guys, links to all of that are down in the description, so be sure to check that out. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. I'll see you guys after I finish eating my popcorn. Wow.